that are half the cost of traditional independent living options. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
Good morning, Central Illinois, and welcome to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, in for Grayson Bauman this morning, and I'm thrilled that you've joined me this morning. You know, we're just about 4 days past Chili Fest, and there's been a lot to talk about, including the turnout and many other aspects of how it went. And here to talk with me about it are my first two guests this morning. To my right, I have Mark Wolf, an executive board member and ambassador for the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Ray. How are you?
Doing just fine. I'll have you actually just move that mic a little closer to you. If you can drag that over there. There, perfect. Thank you. Just making sure that that's set up. And then over to my left, I've got our other guest, Andrew Shelby, the Taylorville Field Operations Manager for Sparklight. Andrew, thanks for coming on as well.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll get to you in just a little bit. Mark, I want to start with you. Man, it was the 40th Chili Fest. It certainly looked quite successful. I know there were a lot of folks behind its success. Why don't you tell our listeners about that?
Yeah, the 2025 Chili Fest was a great success. And I do want to thank everybody that worked on that, all the volunteers. The chamber greatly appreciates all volunteers, even if you were there for the whole 2 days, or if you just came up for one thing. We appreciate it.
And were the volunteers the ones in the red shirts that had the Chili Fest logo on it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw a lot of those folks around, and their work is certainly much appreciated. I know it sometimes goes under the radar, but that's what helps make it happen. There were a lot of people at Chili Fest. It was my first time seeing Chili Fest, so I didn't have any previous editions of it to go by, but a lot of people to enjoy the food, a lot of people to take advantage of all the businesses that had their vendors out there and businesses otherwise on the Taylorville Square. I understand you've got some numbers for us or some observations. Why don't you talk about that?
We had a lot more participation with businesses on the square, shops on the square coming out to the sidewalk and participating and having vendor spots this year prior to other years. And they've reported, we had the Dandelion reported that their foot traffic was up quite a bit from the last year even. Furlove has had 100 visitors just to their new venue space, the Black Pug, come through and look at that space. So.
Yeah, no, that's what you certainly like to see if you're a business out there. Now, you had a lot of other stuff going on during Chili Fest. I understand you did a contest drawing for window decor. Talk a little about that.
Yeah, so we just asked some of the businesses up on the square, or all of them actually, to decorate their windows and with something, and we had a pretty good response with that, and we did just instead of having somebody judge that, we just did a random draw on that, and KJ's Tie-Dye won that drawing. So we will be contacting somebody from KJ's soon to deliver their prize to them.
Well, congratulations to them. I also understand there's some news from one of your members, Furlove. They have a new venue, some new space for some of their endeavors. What are the details on that?
The Black Pug is a little venue. It's down in their basement area. It's really nice. It's like it was I think it's a speakeasy type of venue.
Speakeasy, so something like the old days.
Yeah.
In what you use that for. So Chili Fest for 2025, I almost forgot the year, is done. You've got the 41st edition, not 41th. I don't know what I'm doing with numbers here this morning. You've got the 41st next year. Has there been any talk about some changes that are going to be made for that next edition?
I don't know if there's changes. I mean, we're always trying to have different stuff to don't make it the same. We're not going to make it the same every year. We'll have some different entertainment and stuff like that. But as far as changes go, man, it just went really good this year. So I can't see any major changes coming.
Yeah, I get that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the
Right.
saying there.
The only thing I can think that we're really on the chili competition itself. We're really going to focus on trying to get more people from the area to be in the chili cook-off. We got people from all over. There's a lot of people from Indiana. We had 15 cooks this year, and 3 of them from Indiana, 1 from Texas, 1 from California. So it's a pretty big deal, but we don't get that many people from here in Taylorville, and we'd like to see that.
Interesting. So you get a lot of people traveling in to take part. So is that sort of traffic coming from other states, one of the coasts even, is that through some of the outreach efforts that you folks do? Is it through their endeavors and cooking chili, taking part in those contests? How do they come in?
Well, the head judge of the chili competition is Tom Calvert, and he actually travels around and does competitions. So he's got relationships with a lot of these people. He knows all these people, and he's actually won the world competition for salsa at one time a couple of years ago. So the big picture of the chamber having the Chili Fest is to bring people from out of town into town to see what's going on here and what a great place Taylorville is.
Well, I can agree with that Taylorville is a great place. That has been Mark Wolf, an executive board member and ambassador for the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll hear from our other guest, Taylorville Field Operations Manager for Sparklight, Andrew Shelby. That's coming up on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Cousin Bill with Illinois Paving. Listen closely. Hey, it's next year, and last year you said you was going to do that thing with your driveway next year. Now it's next year, and the driveway has gotten worse since last year. How about we do something this year and fix the driveway this year like you said you was going to do last year, which would be this year, which was last year's next year. If you're confused, here's some clarity. Call Cousin Bill at Illinois Paving today. ILPaving.com.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs, between and off the farm job, the farm, and family. My life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage: impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
At Taylorville Memorial Hospital, great care is a team effort. It's expert doctors, compassionate nurses, and advanced technology, all working together to deliver the best care possible for you and your family. From preventive testing to advanced procedures, Taylorville Memorial Hospital is where great care comes together for you. Visit memorial.health/TMH to see a full list of hospital services, the latest news, and additional resources like visitor information, careers, and more.
If you're 40 and over, you'll recognize these artists by their first names: Frank, Dean, Sammy, Andy, Nat, Diana, Michael. Well, here's the big news. You can now hear Central Illinois' largest music library with over 3,500 songs on air and online at 965thechill.com. Tune in on the FM dial in Christian County and on your computer or smartphone. Hear these great artists and many more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 965thechill.com.
Finding a local job in Central Illinois has never been easier. Don't waste time driving far or spending too much on gas. Visit IllinoisJobPost.com. It's your one-stop site to find local, full-time, and part-time job openings. Best of all, it's completely free for job seekers to access anytime, day or night. So if you're ready to land a job close to home, make IllinoisJobPost.com your first stop. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. Brought to you by your friends at the regional radio stations.
Just Beds are the yawn exterminators, and they can give you a better night's sleep. Choose from Bemco, Chatham & Wells, Sealy, Simmons, and Tempur-Pedic. Find out the many models and styles available on their updated website by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
At Land of Lincoln Credit Union, you can bank on learning more. Find out how they can help you and your family with their products and services by clicking their banner ad on top of the police blotter page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm Reed Kamai in for Grayson Bauman this morning, and we're into the second half of our bi-weekly chamber chat. And we heard earlier from Mark Wolf, the executive board member and ambassador, or an executive board member of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Let's now hear from Andrew Shelby, the Taylorville Field Operations Manager for Sparklight. Sparklight is a member of the chamber. And you folks had quite the role at the Chili Fest that we had just last weekend. Why don't you tell our listeners about that?
Yes, we were the Ghost Pepper sponsor for the Taylorville Chili Fest, which we provided free Wi-Fi access on the square for our guests, and then including Wi-Fi access for our vendors and the chili tent as well. We promoted the event on our social media leading up to Chili Fest, and had a great time. A lot of volunteers from our company to assist with the Chili Fest, and it was a great time overall.
It was a great time, and there are a lot of needs, of course, for Wi-Fi. I mean, of course, you have those businesses. A lot of them have those devices and apps for people to make payments. So, I imagine that came in handy for a lot of them.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Our wireless service, we use the Eero devices, and those they come with security features. They broadcast a strong signal for everybody, and we were utilizing our 2 gig internet service across the entire square. So it was very reliable and quality service.
It certainly is an important service, like what we were talking about there. And so you got to do that for Chili Fest, for the community. Can you talk a little bit about other ways in which Sparklight gives back to the community?
Sure. Well, as Taylorville's hometown internet provider, Sparklight's committed to connecting our customers with what matters most: work, school, opportunity, one another. We provide fast, reliable, fiber-fueled internet backed by friendly local service and 24/7 technical support. As far as the community, our associates are passionate about getting communities where we live and work, volunteering their time and talents year-round for local food banks, animal shelters, schools, and more. Through the Sparklight Charitable Giving Fund, we award $250,000 in grants annually to nonprofits in our communities. Central Illinois recipients have included the Bond County Secret Santa Society, the Simple Room Youth Development Center, Jared's Keepers Foundation, Pana Education Foundation, and Shelby County Community Services.
So it seems like a wide reach in Central Illinois for some of what it is you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that is all great work. Now, you folks have been present at other events around Taylorville. Your logo's been there. Actually, you've probably been there as well. What other kinds of activities are you involved in? Those kinds of events in the area.
As a proud member of the Taylorville, we are very active in community events. Outside of the Chili Fest, we sponsored and participated in the 101st Annual Christian County Agricultural Fair earlier this year.
Nice, and that was a big fair. A lot of people were there. We were there from the Heart Media Group and as well. Now, being at Chili Fest, you of course were very present in what was going on with some of the local businesses. What can businesses expect from your services over at Sparklight?
Sparklight offers scalable, customizable solutions for Taylorville businesses of all sizes, and our advanced fiber solutions and services help fuel growth, innovation, and success. Our internet speeds range from 100 meg to 2 gigabit for small businesses, dedicated fiber internet, and Ethernet connections up to 100 gigabits for large enterprises. Sparklight also offers managed services to ensure business network security and protection, as well as business phone solutions, including hosted voice and voice trunking. And to help businesses grow their customer base, Sparklight Advertising delivers a wide range of expert digital marketing services, from market research and creative design to sales, promotions, and website creation. Check them out at sparklightadvertising.com.
Now, how long has Sparklight been a member of the chamber?
Let's see.
And if you don't remember, that's not
Yeah.
well, I'm not here to quiz.
Yeah,
you.
I know we've been members for several years.
Yeah.
So.
How has that membership been able to enhance what you folks have been able to do, and maybe what the community has gotten out of it?
Oh, absolutely. It's been a great partnership. I mean, we work together on a number of things, and make sure that we're being there for our customers and for our community members alike. It's not just Taylorville, but even our surrounding communities as well.
And I imagine many of those businesses are probably members of the chamber, probably were present at Chili Fest. So, it feels like it's all so well-rounded what it is you folks have been doing.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, that is great stuff. And I would imagine you'll be at the next Chili Fest as well.
I'm sure we probably will. Yeah.
Which is the 41st, not the 41st. So we've got that to look forward to. And anything else coming up in the near future, as we have about 30 seconds left?
No, not thinking off the top of my head, but I mean, we're always looking for different avenues to be a part of. So we'll be out there, I'm sure.
That is exciting stuff. Didn't mean to cut you off there. That is Andrew Shelby, the Taylorville Field Operations Manager for Sparklight. He, along with Mark Wolf, the executive board member and ambassador of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce, joining me. Both of you, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And this is the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. Stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming up in the next hour.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM Taylorville. 107.5 FM Shelbyville. 107.